Today we found out by the FBI that the hate crime against Bubba Wallace of NASCAR was nothing but fake news. This news comes today from the FBI that the Noose was only a handle for a garage that had been on the garage door of NASCAR Talladega since 2019, a whole year before this coming race that they had just done. In the two videos that I will show you, one shows you before and an interview with Bubba Wallace where he was asked a question about those who denied this news and considered it a hoax. And then the video after will be the discovery that it indeed was fake news and it was not a real hate crime. Thank you for watching.
Now, some think the Noose is all a hoax, comparing it to Jussie Smollett allegedly staging a hate crime. Bubba addressed that on The View today.
What would you say to those people who are doubting that this even happened or that it's true?
Yeah, just like Steve Phelps said, it offends me that people would go to those measures. But again, I'm not shocked. People are entitled to their own opinion to make them feel good, whatever, help them sleep at night. But it is still an ongoing investigation with the FBI. I can now say I've talked to the FBI. Never thought that would happen. But it's just unfortunate circumstances and in a terrible time that we're in right now. Year 2020 will be one year to for sure forget moving forward. But you know, it's simple-minded people like that, the ones that are afraid of change. They use everything in their power to defend what they stand up for, and instead of trying to listen and understand what's going on. And like I said, it's still an ongoing investigation. We're still trying to figure out whoever did this crazy act, to trying to pinpoint it on somebody and just go through it all. So it's, you know, I think it was better for me not to see it directly. I don't know how I would have reacted, but it's all in their hands now, the FBI's hands, to go through everything and try to figure it out.
Thoughts? Many. I think that Bubba is this is when you see stuff like this, and even though it's based out of extremely unfortunate and crude situations, this is what takes somebody who's a relatively, unknown outside of the NASCAR world, driver, and turns them into a legend. He, much like Kaepernick, where Kaepernick's, was kneeling, during the anthem. I got noticed to Bubba because of his, issues with the flag. It was the Confederate flag, but again, he had a lot of support. And when you see this on TV, I think that it is so good for everyone. I think that it's so good for the sport. And I think that Bubba is the kind of guy where that NASCAR audience, you wonder who's going to be able to connect the issues that are going on in the world right now to a NASCAR audience. And he was there the whole time. He was there the whole time.
There's more breaking news we're following right now. The FBI and NASCAR, they're just out with statements on the investigation of a noose found in the garage of the driver Bubba Wallace. Our senior justice correspondent Evan Perez is working the story for us. So Evan, update our viewers on the latest.
Wolf, the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office down there says that they found no evidence of a federal crime. They sent 15 FBI agents to interview people, to look at video. And what they believe they found is that the noose that was identified in Bubba Wallace's garage has been there for some time. I'll read you part of the statement. It says, the noose found in garage number 4, this is Bubba Wallace's garage, was in that garage as early as October 2019. Nobody could have known that Mr. Wallace would be assigned to garage number 4 last week. We also have a statement from NASCAR that says, in part, the FBI report concludes and photographic evidence confirms that the garage pull rope fashioned like a noose had been positioned there since early last fall. The FBI says that as a result of looking at some of that evidence, including some of the earlier video, it indicates that what looks like a noose, it appears to have been a garage pull that was in that location well before anyone knew that Bubba Wallace's team was going to be assigned that place in the Talladega Speedway.